YouTube? Ed WeskerGriff coming back with my first Mail Day recap video of 2023. Got some pretty decent variety here to show off in the first video. Got some oddball Phillies pickups, a couple non-sports, and of course, a Juan Soto pickup, all for the collection. But I mentioned it in my last video. Really looking forward to 2023, especially within the hobby. I've said it before, there's not a better time to be a collector than it is right now. Think of the last couple years. It's been rough to be a collector in the hobby the last couple years with the rise in prices. If you're into open and wax, that's been pretty much unaffordable. If grading cards is your thing, that's been a little bit of a roadblock and been pretty expensive. But things are finally going more towards the collector's way within the last couple months, I would say. And I'm hoping that continues throughout the course of 2023. We shall see. It's definitely going to be an interesting year, but I think right now, if you're a collector, again, it's going to be a good year for you. If you're a speculator, might be a little rough. Buckle your seatbelt. But hey, you've had 2 years of record highs. I wouldn't be whinging at the current climate that it is right now. So let's get amongst the mail. So here are the pickups. We're going to start off with some oddball Phillies first, and my focus is kind of all over the place when it comes to pickups, but I want to really put an emphasis to start this new year on having fun and picking up things that have a nostalgic kick to me, and kind of things that you don't normally see or things that you wouldn't necessarily run across at a card show. So this first card is a pretty good example of that. This is from 2002 Topps Chrome. This is a gold refractor of Ricky Bottalico, closer for the Phillies back in the mid to late 90s, early 2000s. Had a really nice career with the Phillies. Was a member of the 96 All-Star team, was our All-Star representative. And he does the pre- and post-game for the Phillies right now on Comcast. But he's always a very opinionated guy, kind of like myself. So it's always cool to hear his take on Phillies baseball. But just a cool looking card. Picked that up for $3 shipped. Super, super cheap. The golds that year were not numbered, so this is not a numbered refractor. But again, this is a card, might not pop up. It's not a popular player outside of Philly circles. I'm sure not a lot of people would even think of listing that on eBay. But again, just a really inexpensive card, fun nostalgic kick, and just a cool addition for the Phillies PC. Speaking of cool additions to the Phillies PC, this one is really hilarious. This is from 2003 Topps Chrome. This is the gold refractor again, which is numbered out of 449. Beautiful Jose Mesa gold refractor. So I was able to snag this one for, I think, $6. So again, another really cheap, funny pickup for the Phillies collection. Jose Mesa, closer for the Phillies. Closed on a lot of different teams, the Orioles, the Indians, Seattle. But he had some big saves for the Phillies, and he also had some big disasters for the Phillies. Was in a lot of their promotional stuff, a lot of their season ticket commercials to get tickets for the final season of the Vet, and also just to come out and see the team. Him and his son at the time were in a ton of different video commercials. But just when you say Jose Mesa to anyone my age or slightly older, they're definitely going to know who you're talking about with the Phillies. So sweet Jose Mesa, Topps Chrome Gold, just a sweet card. Next is a card that I saw at the National, and I asked the dealer how much they wanted for this particular card, and they told me $45, which honestly was a pretty good price at the time, but I think I saw it on Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday I saw it, and I just never got around to going back. But it worked out for me in the end because I wound up picking this card up for 25 bucks shipped. This is from 2019 Topps Chrome. This is the Bat in Hand Prism Refractor PSA Mint 9 of Juan Soto. So the second year Soto with the Prism there, PSA Mint 9. Was able to get this for under 25 bucks. So just a really, really cheap Juan Soto pickup. And a lot of the Soto stuff is really, really affordable right now. And I'm having to make decisions on what I want to pick up and what I want to spend my hobby dollars on, which wasn't the case, you know, even 6 months ago, because his prices were really, really, they weren't super high. They were affordable, but it was to the point where you had to pick and choose. Now there's so many nice deals out there on Soto cards that I want to be more selective on what I'm getting. But for 25 bucks, already graded, Mint 9, just think that's a fantastic addition to the collection. So added that one. Next, we got a Game of Thrones pickup. This is from the new set that the Rittenhouse Archives just released back in December, the second to last week of December. These are the red portraits. So it's a red portrait of the one true king, Stannis Baratheon. And it is numbered there out of 25. I was able to pick this up for 5 bucks. So I thought that was a pretty neat pickup. The portrait cards, I think there's 4 or 5 different portraits that they use throughout the various seasons, but I noticed Game of Thrones cards in particular, especially the autographs, have really risen a lot. They've gotten really, really expensive on specific characters and specific actors and actresses. I'm not sure if that's going to be a trend going forward, but I've noticed overall in the non-sports autograph space, especially within the last 6 to 12 months, that a lot of key people, a lot of key actors, actresses, or key franchises or whatever have really, really risen, quadruple what they were going for. So it's been a little more difficult to pick up the Throne stuff, but some of these cheap inserts, I mean, for 5 bucks, can't go wrong there. And finishing off, this last pickup here is from 2022 Topps Allen and Ginter. This is for the music PC, and whoever works at Topps is definitely a fan of punk music, because for the Allen and Ginter sets, they got in Henry Rollins before that I picked up that card. That was in from 2013 Allen and Ginter. A couple years ago, they got Brian Fallon. And now this was completely random. I just saw this one day browsing eBay, and I couldn't believe that they actually got this person to sign for Allen and Ginter. But it's Dave Halls, who is the lead singer of the Loved Ones, was also in the punk hardcore band Painted Black. So you can see back there the Loved Ones in Painted Black. But has also had a really long solo career. The Loved Ones have kind of been on a permanent hiatus since I think like 2010, 2012, somewhere around there. And Dave's been doing a lot of solo material on the Revival tour with Chuck Ragan and Brian Fallon. But I saw this, I just couldn't believe that they made a certified autograph card of him, because I kind of wouldn't think that, but definitely someone who works at Topps must be a fan of the Revival tour musicians or punk music in general. So got this, picked this up for 40 bucks. Thought that was, that's probably on the high side, but just wanted to add it to the collection. So pretty cool card there. So that's all I got for you guys. Again, I hope everyone out there is doing well. Have fun with this hobby. Have fun doing the videos. Do the videos because you want to do the videos, not because you just have to get a video out there. That's defeats the purpose. Just do the videos because you want to do them, because you have fun doing them. Don't do it because it's a requirement. Also remember that there's no hobby hierarchy, okay? We're all the same. We're all just dudes who collect pictures of men. Nothing special. So don't be taking things too seriously, because watching some YouTube in the last couple weeks, a lot of people take this shit way too seriously. And yeah, it's supposed to be fun, guys. So have fun, collect at your own pace, collect within your own means, and just have a great time. Here's to a great 2023. Peace, y'all.